Thank you for joining us for our weekly business report. And each week we share the latest business and industry news as well as association news. And this week we are joined by ABI Executive Vice President Nicole Crain and Misti Rice, Executive Director of Government Affairs of ABI member Magna International. So Misti was recently named Chair of the Women in Manufacturing Association. So congratulations on this latest news. How do your experiences at Magna tie in with your new role as Chair of the Board for Women in Manufacturing?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here, joining you ladies. I am very excited about being the chair in the 2021 for Women in Manufacturing. It fits in perfectly with my role here at Magna. One of my prime responsibilities, I always say, is I am a connector, right? I connect the different entities internally to external parties and also serve as their voice in the community. But I believe as the chair of Women in Manufacturing this year, that it's a perfect timing as they begin to grow and partner with organizations like ABI, which I'm very excited about. So.
And what are some ways that members can get involved with Women in Manufacturing?
Well, the first way is you can just join, or we would love to have you as individual members. Last year, Women in Manufacturing had exponential growth, and they're up to, I believe it's 3,300 individual members, and they have 149, more than 149 corporate members as well. So I encourage women to try out their programming, and you can do that through partnerships with ABI and pick one of their programs and try it out virtually. Women in Manufacturing matter, and we want to continue to see that grow. WIM powers 27 local U.S. chapters, and in 2020, they delivered 186 national and local programs, which attracted more than 9,000 attendees. So we want to see that continue to grow in 2021. Women in Manufacturing, their largest program is their annual summit, which is held in hybrid form in October, virtually and safely in person in Cleveland, Ohio. And this year's conference theme is Heroes. So last year's conference attracted 678 people. So I want to continue to aim to grow their membership, attract a record number of individuals to their summit, and working with the staff and continue to achieve record attendance for the regional conferences. And then they have 4 formal leadership programs: the Leadership Institute, the Management Development Program, the Leadership Consortium, and an Empowering Women in Production program, all of which are fantastic programs for women.
Wonderful. So that's great information for ABI members. And Nicole, kind of talk a little bit about Magna International as an ABI member, its history here in Iowa, and kind of what partnerships does ABI have with WIM?
Great. Thanks, Steffi. And thank you, Misti, for joining us today. It's been great to have you and hear a little bit more about Women in Manufacturing. We're new to that partnership, but I'll talk a little bit more about that. But what we aren't new to is a relationship with Magna. Magna has been an ABI investor under the Magna name for about 5 years. But prior to that, they have several facilities in Iowa. And one of those is in Montezuma. Montezuma Manufacturing has been a member for a long time with the association and used to be very involved. Now we have Magna involved in many of our committees in our government relations, but they were very involved in our employment and workforce committee on some of the human resource things. So we've also really enjoyed the partnership and expertise of Magna when it's come to trade. You know, Magna does business in so many different countries, and especially just the relationship in Mexico and Canada, and understanding what that means to the Iowa economy and what that means to rural Iowa was really helpful to have Misti and her team give us some of that information so we could then relay that to our congressional delegation here in the state. Another thing too, just talking a little bit about Women in Manufacturing and the partnership with ABI, Misti is the one who introduced us to Women in Manufacturing, and it's a relatively new partnership. We've just had it live for a couple of months, but I've really enjoyed the conversations with the team, and they have, as Misti said, just an amazing programming for whatever level of a manufacturing individual you are, whether you're a manufacturing woman in a leadership level, if you're a mid-level manager. But I would really encourage you to take a look at their website to see some of those upcoming events that Misti talked about. It's womeninmanufacturing.org. They also have a virtual career fair coming up on April 22nd, I believe. I had to check that date because I think that's something. We have a lot of members in Iowa. Iowa has an extremely low unemployment rate as we've come out of this pandemic. We're always looking for new employees in Iowa, and we always have a lot of manufacturing openings. So if you're a manufacturer in Iowa and you want to know a lot of great opportunities and maybe some people to recruit to Iowa, I'd encourage you to check out that virtual career fair because they're going to have employees and employers partnering with that coming up on April 22nd.